Tech Tips, episode 1. Okay, Facebook privacy. Alright, let's go up to the address bar, type in Facebook, and we are going to go into our account settings. And the first thing we're going to want to do is go to apps. This is way more important than making sure that certain people are blocked or certain people don't see your messages. You want to check these app settings. Make sure that any of these websites or apps that will post on your behalf and bother your friends are either deleted or their settings are adjusted. So if you come in here, Squarespace, this app needs your check-ins. This app can also do these things on my behalf. Access my data anytime, that's fine because my website is hosted by them and it can tell me the last time it accessed the data, and it can post on my behalf, but the only person who's going to see it is me. Most apps will have this set to public so that all your friends and everybody who comes to your page will see it. So, it's SEO for them. So go into there and change that to only me if you want to keep that app. If not, then click the X to remove that app completely. I've removed 49 out of 50 apps from somebody's Facebook before because they just let these apps build up, because every time you want to sign in or try some tool out on a website, they want you to sign in with Facebook, and then when you grant them access, they actually start posting on your behalf every day, twice a day, and you don't even know about it, but all your friends are being bothered. So go ahead and just get rid of all the stuff you don't need, or go into the edit and make it so that they can no longer post on, so that your friends can no longer see their postings. Alright, next thing we're going to do is go up to privacy settings, right there with the triangle drop down arrow, and from here you can adjust your settings to have it, now it's set up to post whichever the last type of post you did. So if you made it public the last post, it's going to automatically make your next post public. So you can set that up in here if you want, or you can come into here and, then you can come down to here to how you connect, and you can edit your settings right there. Who can look up my timeline by name? Everyone. Who can look you up by your email or phone number? My friends. And pretty much all this is open because I do a lot of stuff on the web. So ads, apps, and websites. This link will actually take you right back to where we were before, where you can edit the settings and adjust all that. And then there's some mobile stuff and how people bring info and apps or how people bring your info to apps they use, and instant personalization. Now this is all crazy in my mind, why there's so many different settings and so many little things that you have to set up just perfectly in order to not be bothered by all this stuff, but that's the way Facebook's set up. So let's go back a page, and let's go down, limit the audience for past posts. You can manage that so that your older posts from like 5 years ago or 4 years ago aren't just all being displayed. Then you can also come down here, block people and apps, and that means that an app can't even, on the side, it can't advertise to you, or if it tries to access your data, or if you try and sign up for it, it'll actually be blocked, so it won't even be allowed to ask you to access your data. So you can just go into there and manage blocking, and there'll be a list where you can just type in somebody's name. That is important because if you have an ex or just anyone disgruntled in your past, you can go in there, keep them from accessing your page or sensitive data that you wouldn't want them to see, and just keep them from even knowing you exist on Facebook. They won't be able to find you on Facebook. So that's useful and nice. So let's go back up to here, and I think that is probably it for now with the Facebook privacy. Just make sure before you post, think about what it is that you're posting, whether it's a photo or your status. Know that employers or people that are looking to hire you will look for you on the internet. It's standard these days, and just make sure that if that's something that is either risque or something that is more personal, set it to friends or either one besides public, because all of your images will be displayed. Now, obviously you want the good stuff like the books you've read, assuming they're good books and not Mein Kampf or something like that. You want those displaying on your Facebook page, because that's really what Facebook is. Nowadays it's more of a resume for people than a paper resume, because it actually shows your employer who you are. And if you just use that wisely, then it's going to be a benefit to you, because employers when they go to check out people's Facebook, now again, it's public information. So if you make it public, then it's completely legal, and in all honesty, it should be legal. If you're going to live in a tech-savvy world, they want to hire somebody who's tech-savvy and somebody who knows what types of stuff to post. So just be aware of that, and be aware of your own privacy. Just make sure you have all those things set up, and that's nothing that you'll have to worry about. I'm Jacob Williams, and I'm going to try and do these tech tips probably every other day. So I'd recommend subscribing to the channel. I'd also do SketchUp tutorials and home repair tutorials. So all sorts of good stuff, and we have a podcast in the works. It's going to be about science fiction and fantasy novels. My wife and I are going to be doing it. So if that's something you're interested in, you can actually get to that podcast on iTunes, or you can just go to the blog on the website, because I also do blogging, and that's designers and entrepreneurs that I will go to their businesses, and I'll just either sit down with them and ask them questions about their business, and that's usually with the owners and with the employees themselves, because I like to do a little bit of journalism, and I don't just like to copy and paste from other websites. So those blog postings are probably going to be about once a week, probably twice a week, if I can really get out there, because it takes time to set up the appointments and get out there and actually meet. So I mean, that's just like 2 days gone from my week, and with all the other things I'm doing, I just can't do it, because I also have to work and I have a business. So anyways, yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I hope we'll see you for the next episode. Thanks.